afternoon, everyone. I'd like to begin by saying thank you to Lowe's, Casey over at Lowe's, the State Fire Marshal's Office, as well as the City of Concord Fire for hosting this today, the Safety Day. I am Paul Sorois. I am the City Fire Marshal, and we thought that this week was Home Sprinkler Week. This is the last day, so we're trying to kind of educate individuals or people in regards to the importance of sprinkler systems. And what we're going to be doing today is a demo where there's one room that has a sprinkler suppression and one does not. All right, and what we try to do is, as we're burning the rooms, I'll try to explain what's happening. Okay. Before we do that, I'd like to give some statistics for 2024. All right. In the state of New Hampshire, we had 23 fatalities in 21 fires. 16 homes, 1 vehicle, and 4 were outside fires. Out of the 21 fires, 13 died of smoke inhalation. That means that they attempted to come out or woke up and never made it out of the home. And the other 8 were from thermal injuries, meaning either burns or hot gases. 5 of those fatalities were the result of smoking while being on oxygen. So individuals that on low oxygen, sometimes they'll wrap themselves in a blanket. The blanket collects the extra oxygen, then they end up, lighting up a cigarette and they set themselves on fire. The victims ranged from 18 to over 65. There were 4 fatalities between the age of 18 and 40. There was 10 between the age of 41 and 64. And there was, for 65 and over, there were 9 fatalities. All right. 61% were males, 39% were females. Out of the 4 of the 16 homes had known working smoke alarms, 6 homes had no installed smoke alarms, and 6 that had smoke alarms installed, the status of the device was unknown. They could have been there, but there maybe no batteries, or they were older than 10 years old. And so that is the statistics for 24, 25. We have had a total of 9 fire deaths and 8 incidences. 6 were in residential homes and 3 in campers, of which one of them was here in the City of Concord a couple weeks ago. For the fatal fires in 2025, 2 of the homes had smoke alarms, but only 1 had smoke alarms that alerted the occupants. The rest of the fires resulted in homes without smoke alarms or devices. They were too damaged to determine if they were working at the time of the fire. So smoke alarm and carbon monoxide alarms are important to have at home. It's important to test them. It's important to change the batteries. What's important to know is you should have one on every level of your home. All right. If you cook or you heat with fossil fuels, it's important to have a carbon monoxide early detection. All right. Something to remember: smoke alarms are good for 10 years. After 10 years, they become very inconsistent. Carbon monoxides, they're good for 7 years, and some are good for 10, but most of them are 7. So what I'd like to do now is we'll get these 2 rooms lit up on fire. We have a timer. And the importance of the timer is watching the timer, watching the 2 rooms burn at the same time. You'll see one's going to go out quicker than the other. Something to think about is that when you see smoke in your home, is to dial that 911. Get us rolling, okay? Today we're already here, but if let's say Station 1, the tower is over at Central Station, Engine 7's up at the Heights, let's say they're at the station, it's going to take some time for them to respond. From the time you call 911 till the time we get the call and we get here, all right? Therefore, that's why we put a timer there, so you get an idea of how quickly or how long it takes and how quickly the fire will ramp up, all right? I'm going to try to bring some light to that during the actual burn, all right? You good? You should see some smoke. Yep, go ahead. Yep, go ahead. So you saw how quickly the smoke alarm went off, right? So that's why it's important to test them monthly, at least semi-annually when you're changing the batteries. Smoke alarm is going off on that one. So this is all combustible material we have at home, right? Sometimes a fire will start. There you go. 30 seconds. We're already. Now this one is still burning, right? So now hopefully we got the call within a minute. Hopefully we're responding within 30 seconds or so. We'll see how long that takes. He's got that one rocking on the backside.
Still going good.
So see how fast the fire is growing, right, with the combustible material. Today the products are not all made out of natural wood, right? So they're all made of petroleum. Therefore that black smoke you're seeing is petroleum. It's basically that oil base, your foams, your leather couches, you know, your extension cords that are covered with plastic. Your trash can, right, from all your plastic containers and stuff.
Where on water?
Still burning on the backside. I see it. Yeah. We may have to a hook. If we had a hook, we could pull. We'll watch it. So basically the sprinkler suppression is going to continue until we get there, right? But what it's going to do is going to enable you to leave the building, right? And at least get out of the room, close the door, and that sprinkler will continue to work and help contain that fire. But if you don't have one, it's going to continue to build, and that's why you saw people dying of thermal burns, just that heat. You get out of bed, you walk out to that room, and you're standing, and that heat's coming down, and that you take one breath in, and that's it, you go out, you know, because of the heat is so hot that you just pass out, right? Or the smoke itself, you swallow smoke, and you can't breathe anymore, and you go down. As you can see the plexiglass up in the top, right? You can see how hot that is. It's melting the plexiglass. The reason we have the plexiglass is to hold that heat and the smoke, just like if you were in a room in your bedroom, the door is closed, right? In order to do this demonstration, we have to leave one side open. So by putting that plexiglass, it's allowing that fire to go up and act the way it's supposed to. It goes up and then comes back down. Unfortunately, it's not holding the heat anymore because the plexiglass is melting. So it's not doing what we were hoping to do, where it would eventually, that whole room would be on fire. So either the material has still got fire retardant in it, so it's not really doing what it's supposed to be doing. Nothing on this side. Go ahead, put it out. Put it out.